I want to talk about something that victims and survivors experience and might not even realize that they experience it because literally the very act of having it makes it almost impossible to realize that you have it. And that is depersonalization. So I think a lot of people have heard of dissociation, where of course you just sort of dissociate, your mind goes on vacation, your mind goes elsewhere when it's overloaded. But depersonalization is sort of a type of dissociation, and it's especially categorized as a chronic dissociation where the person has no sense of self. So, when an abuse victim or survivor, say they get out of an abusive relationship, says something like, I don't know who I am anymore, that is literal. That is because you've spent so much time within a traumatic and toxic situation where all of your brain power was pretty much used towards safety, trying to stay safe. And in trying to stay safe, you give up parts of yourself just whole hog. You have to give up things that you like because it might upset the other person. You have to give up even ways of speaking or thinking, or just little pieces of yourself constantly just kind of go offline, all in the service of trying to stay safe within that situation. And then, of course, with dissociation and your brain kind of trying to disconnect from the traumatic experience that is happening in a prolonged sense, that compounds the problem. So, whether you're still in an abusive or toxic situation or you've gotten out of it and you genuinely just don't know who you are, that is completely normal. You might come out of a prolonged toxic traumatic experience and have no idea what you like, what music you like, what food you like. You might not even know what your favorite color is anymore. And again, all of this is normal. It is something that you can repair, but I think that it's kind of hard to repair it if you're unaware that it's happening. So now you have a word for it.